So technically we are halfway through 2021 already, which is just crazy. And we've had some absolutely amazing sneaker releases to date, but it doesn't stop there. Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel Kingsdown Roots. My name is Matt Ridout, R-I-D-O-U-T, and today we're going to be talking about the upcoming week's sneaker resale predictions. So the first sneaker release we're going to be talking about this week is a Yeezy Boost 700, and that is in the Enflame Amber colorway. So the sneaker is due to release on the 11th of June 2021 and has a recommended retail price of £225. Now that recommended retail price does vary between different retailers. Now in my opinion, 2021 has been a great year for Yeezy, and this drop is definitely no exception. First of all, the colorway is very nice looking, and that is potentially because it looks very similar to a Yeezy 700 Sun colorway which released in 2019. Now the average pre-release market value of these sneakers is coming in at around £255, which is only really a 13% markup on that retail price, which I do find quite surprising considering how well that Sun version did in 2019. Now in terms of money sizes for this sneaker, the UK 6, the 7.5 and the 10.5 are the ones you want to go after, and that UK 7.5 is going to be the golden size. Now once this sneaker hits general release to the public, what do I think is going to happen? Well, I do think the value will probably creep up ever so slightly, maybe to around £270. However, that's only still a 20% markup on that retail price. So if you're looking to make any kind of real profit on this shoe, you're probably not going to do that. So maybe look elsewhere to make a substantial investment. Now, if I had a pair of these to resell, would I hold or sell them? I think I would actually hold on to them. I do think they're a good colorway and it has the potential to make more money later on in the year. However, I do think we need to pay attention to the quantities that are available. And if we do see a flood in the market of these shoes, then try and sell straight away. The second sneaker we're talking about this week is a Nike Dunk Hight, and this is in the Game Royal colorway. Now for me personally, this is a very good looking colorway and I'm really excited to see this drop. Now if you go on the Nike Sneakers app, you can see the details of this release have already been loaded. The retail price is £94.95 and it is being released on the 11th of June 2021. Now as I always say with Nike Dunk releases, the high versions don't necessarily do as well as the lows, so there is definitely more resale opportunity on low pairs. However, I do like the colorway and I think that it is a potential wild card to increase the price ever so slightly. Now on the pre-release market, the current value of the sneaker is coming in at around £176, which is about an 86% markup on that retail price. The money sizes for the sneaker seem to be the UK 7, the 8 and the 9.5, and that 9.5 is definitely going to be the golden size. That's the one you're going to make the most profit on. Now once this hits general release to the public, I do think that the value of these dunks is unfortunately going to drop, and the reason is because they are a high version of a dunk. It's as simple as that. Generally, resale values of all Nike Dunk Highs do hover around the kind of £120, £130 mark, which is what I expect this shoe to do. It's only really when you have collaborations, you can use Fragment as a good example of that quite recently, where you do tend to get a little bit more return on your investment. However, this isn't a collaboration, so expect profits to be around 26% on that retail price. So again, not a huge return for the sneaker at all. Now, if I had a pair of these, would I hold or would I sell them? I do think on this occasion I would sell them, and the reason I'd sell them is quite simple, is I think that the value is going to drop pretty quickly and therefore you're probably going to get the most return in that first month. So yeah, sell quickly and get a good return on that investment if you can. The third sneaker we have this week is a collaboration between Nike Air Max Tailwinds and Skepta. We have the second colorway in this edition. It is the Bloody Chrome colorway. Now this sneaker is due to release on the 12th of June 2021 and has a hefty price tag of £159.95, which I actually think is a ridiculous price for this sneaker, but that's just me personally. On the pre-release market, there has been literally no sales in this sneaker whatsoever. I think there's been one or two on StockX and Go, and they're averaging prices of around £350. However, there have literally been no bids and no activity. So I do think that this has literally come out of nowhere. No one really has any pairs to sell on the pre-release market, and therefore no one is buying any. So I do think that is the reason for the complete lack of demand in the pre-release market. market. Now the money sizes for the sneaker once they release will be the UK 8.5, the 9 and the 10, and that 8.5 is going to be that golden size. That's the one you're going to get the best return on. Now while I personally actually prefer this red colorway over the previous one, I just don't think there's going to be enough demand for this sneaker to actually warrant any investment at all. I'm anticipating that the kind of resale value will hover around probably 145, 150 pounds, which is about 6 or 7% drop on that retail price. So if you're looking to make money, probably stay away from this shoe. Now, if I had a pair of these sneakers, would I hold or would I sell them? I think I would have to sell them, and I would probably sell them pretty quickly because there's not going to be any profit to be made on these at all, and you might be able to squeeze something near retail price within that first month. So try and sell them in the first month if you can. The fourth and final sneaker we're talking about this week is a Jordan 1, and it's in the light fusion red colorway. Now this is a very interesting looking colorway. It's very bright and very bold, and I really actually think I quite like it. Now this sneaker is also due to release on the 12th of June 2021 and has a recommended retail price of £139.95, and this is also loaded on the Nike Sneakers app, so you can see that right now. Now the pre-release market for this shoe is not great, but it's not the worst thing ever either. The current average resale price is hovering at around £200, which is about a 42% markup on that retail price. So definitely some profit still to be made on these shoes in the pre-release market. Now what's surprising about this pre-release activity is that there's a lot of sales happening. A lot of people have these early, which does indicate that there's potentially going to be a lot of quantities available for the rest of us, and therefore the price is probably going to go down once it hits general release. Besides that, the money sizes for the sneaker are the UK 8, the 9.5 and the 10, and that UK 8, that's the golden size, that's where you're going to get the biggest return. Now something to look on this release is actually the colorway itself. Is this red or is this pink? Because on the product images it does look kind of pink, but on the colorway name it says it's red. So I do think depending on what color it actually is in hand will actually influence the resale value quite a lot. I do think if it's red, it'll actually probably go up, and if it's pink, it'll probably go down. Now, regardless of whatever color this sneaker turns out to be, I do think the anticipated resale value will probably hover around £175, which is the kind of average going price for a Jordan 1 that is a little bit interesting. So there's returns of about 26% on this investment potentially, which isn't a huge amount once you minus the kind of sales tax and fees and shipping, etc. But it is nice, it's a good looking shoe, and there is potential high returns on some sizes. Now, if I had a pair of these sneakers in hand, would I hold or would I sell them? I would probably hold on to them on this occasion. Reason why is I do think there are going to be a lot of quantities of these available, especially in that first month. And if that is the case, then unfortunately the price is going to dip down further than we expect. However, I do think over time, especially if this colorway turns out to be quite decent in hand, I do think the value will probably go up quite a lot. So yeah, I would definitely hold on to this one for sure. And on that note, that's it for me today. I've been Matt Rideout. This has been Kingsdown Roots. If you've enjoyed my video, please drop me a comment and a like down below. It really does mean the world to me. You can also follow me on Instagram up here. I post a lot of content on there too. Thanks very much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.